Hi and welcome to SCW, the wrestling channel here on YouTube.com. Thank you for choosing the channel and choosing the video. Please subscribe right now. Leave any comments in the comments section. Please like and share the video as well. Going to be talking Impact Wrestling today, and this video is a bit of fun. Bound for Glory is coming up on October 24th, and we're past Emergence now. We're getting closer. We're past that halfway point since Slammiversary. It feels time to start putting matches together for the Bound for Glory event. And of course, today I'm going to give you my predicted match cards. It's a bit of fun. There's a chance some of these can be right. There's probably more of a chance some of these can be wrong, but still, it's a bit of fun. And looking through the storylines that we're seeing now, I'm going to give you what I believe will be the match card for Bound for Glory this year. And I'd like to know what you think will be the Bound for Glory card this year. So listen through the video, listen through my match choices, and let me know what you think in the comments below, whether you agree, whether you like some of them, and what matches you would make if you were the booker of Impact Wrestling. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. And let's go with the main event, shall we? And Eric Young recently won the Impact Championship from Eddie Edwards. Now I'm going to put these two back in the main event in a rematch because Eddie Edwards was defending his championship every single week in an open challenge. It gets to the point where you're just not ready anymore. You've been defending it, you're weakened, you're worn down, and it showed in this match with Eddie Edwards. And it feels the perfect way of saying, well, look, if I was 100% and I've got the goal chasing the championship, I can win that belt back off Eric Young. It felt like Eric Young was timing everything to perfection. He took Rich Swann out. He's taking, Eddie Edwards' feud as well to the next level, and that had been building over a number of weeks. And I really thought that the first time these two were going to compete, it was going to be safe for Bound for Glory. But now the champion is the heel, the face can chase. And I tell you what, I think it's perfect to put these two against one another once again at Bound for Glory. You don't need a stipulation here. It's simple. The storyline is there for you. Eddie Edwards was not 100%. His knee was taken out as well during the match. He still can be working on that as we go towards the pay-per-view. But Eddie Edwards, when he's back at 100%, can he take the belt back off of Eric Young? Next is probably the most likely match definitely to be added to the card of everything I've put today. EC3 versus Moose. Now, it's been the TNA Heavyweight Championship, and the feud has driven these two. Of course, Moose has brought the belt back. It's not been seen as a recognised championship. EC3 has come back and stolen it, but he's going to control his narrative. He needs to destroy the TNA Heavyweight Championship because that was his last spell of being happy, and he needs that destroyed to be able to move forward with his life. And now he's stolen that championship. He's threatened to send the belt back piece by piece to Moose. I absolutely love where this is going. It hasn't been done up to now. It will be safe for pay-per-view. I think this is a safe prediction to make for the card. One match as well that I'm going to go for now. Let's look at the women's division, shall we? The Knockouts division, I should say. And there's two potentials we could go here. We could have two singles matches here, or we could have one fatal four-way. So let's start with the singles matches because Kylie Rae is the #1 contender, so it makes sense for her to go for the championship against the champion Deonna Purrazzo. But of course, as well, Tenille Dashwood did come back and said she was after the championship, but she did also get into a fisticuff with Jordynne Grace. So I'm going to suggest that these women are going to have two singles matches. Deonna Purrazzo against Kylie Rae will be the Knockouts Championship. Jordynne Grace versus Tenille Dashwood will be almost like the #1 contenders match for the championship. So I think that those will be two singles matches going into the card. There is a chance, though, of course, that this could turn into a fatal four-way. Impact has done this before. I believe the last time they did a fatal four-way, which I think as well was dare I say, there was no rules in the match either, was Slammiversary 2019. And I believe the competitors there were Taya, Havoc, Su Yung, and I believe Rosemary back at that point. But I think these four women, if they were in a fatal four-way, I think they'd absolutely knock it out of the park. But I personally would prefer two singles matches. I prefer Kylie Rae to get her championship. She won actually the Gauntlet at Slammiversary. She deserves a one-on-one match if she's going to get a championship opportunity. So I go for Purrazzo against Rae, and I go for Grace against Dashwood. Let's look at the Tag Team Championship, shall we? And it seems to be three teams in the mix. Motor City Machine Guns here have offered a championship match to the Rascals, but of course Ace Austin and Madman Fulton are still having a bit of problem with the Rascals, it seems, and they were attacking them after they were granted a Tag Team Championship match. I think they're going to be a little bit naughty in this Tag Team Championship match coming up on Impact this week. I think we're going to set up three teams for the pay-per-view. And I'm going to add a bit of spice to this because it's been a while since I've seen Full Metal Mayhem, so I'm just going to throw it in there. Why not? Let's have a bit of fun. They like to throw a gimmick match or two in the pay-per-view. Let's do it with this one. I think it could be a lot of fun. Speaking of gimmick matches, let's talk the X Division Championship, shall we? And of course, Ultimate X is a match that I want to see as well at this event. So I'm going to throw one in there because Rohit Raju seems to have stolen the championship in a three-way against Chris Bay and TJP. Of course, Chris Bay was the champion before. I'm sure he wants to still be in the conversation. TJP has put himself to the front of the line. Trey needs to find something to do in this event as well. So I'm going to throw him in the mix here because if Austin and Fulton are with the other members of the Rascals, then I think Trey can be fitted in nicely into the X Division Championship picture. And I think as well he would make a great X Division champion at this point. I think he would be the right person to carry the division. He's had a great summer, so I want to see him in the match. But also, I am going to throw in potentially, because I don't think we've seen usually more than 5 people in this sort of match, but I'm going to throw in 6 here. I'm going to throw in Willie Mack and Brian Myers just to spice things up just a touch more, because they have a singles feud going on as well. Willie Mack is a previous X Division champion. Brian Myers wants to get himself a championship in Impact Wrestling, and I think that if you did an Ultimate X, this would be a lot of fun. So I'm going to throw this match as a potential. Next, another tag team match, and I think could be the biggest tag team match on the show, arguably, and it's not even for the championships. The Good Brothers need something to do on the card, so do the North, and it's a match I'm sure that will be seen as a dream match by many. The North want to get back in the championship picture. What is the best way to do it? Let's take out the biggest tag team they can find that aren't the champions at this point. The Good Brothers, Carl Anderson, and of course Doc Gallows have come in. They've had a great match and where they won over Austin and Fulton. As well, they were almost the big reveal, if you want, for Impact Wrestling at Slammiversary. So this would be a great way to get the North back in the championship picture. They could go after Anderson and Gallows, and I think that this would be a awesome tag team match. I'd love to see it. This is a match I really hope goes down at Bound for Glory. It feels Bound for Glory worthy, in my opinion. Also, Sami Callihan, RVD, they have done this match before. I will say that, granted here. But what I will say as well is that this match kind of didn't seem to settle the rivalry. Sami Callihan won. RVD's kind of going through a period where, you know, has he still got it, or is he losing his touch a little bit? Seems to be the commentary sort of storyline here. But Katie Forbes is not happy with Sami Callihan. RVD continue with the beatdown after the match. It feels set, doesn't it? Old school rules, whatever you want, OVE rules, whatever they've done previously. Let's just say we're getting extreme. We're going to get the toys out for this to finish this rivalry, and I think then that would be a great way to sell it for Sami Callihan and RVD. Heath, the main man Heath, needs something to do on the pay-per-view as well, and of course he's still not got his Impact contract. I'd like to see something done for that. It maybe could be like a quick squash match over someone like Hernandez or something, just to help Rhino out. Maybe it's a 2-on-3 match. I don't know what they're going to quite do. I'm going to throw out a different alternative just because of the fact that I want to have a bit of fun here with my predictions as well. So not sure if all these gimmick matches are going to happen, but I want to have a bit of fun here. And I think the men should have a gauntlet match. There's so many guys that are not on the card here. We could even throw the likes of Willie Mack and Brian Myers into this as well as a gauntlet match. The winner gets a championship opportunity. You've got a good opportunity to throw 15 guys in here. What about someone like Johnny Swinger getting on the card? You know, we mentioned already Rhino, Reno Scum, Hernandez. There's so many potentials you can do there. And I think that a gauntlet match, it sounds like a lot of fun. So yeah, I think that would be a great idea to do that for the pay-per-view. Last but not least, again, I do not think this will happen, but goodness, I want it, so I'm going to predict it, and I'm going to throw it in this video. Scott D'Amore, if you are watching this, and someone, if he hasn't, make sure you tag him in it, make sure he's watching this. We want the Knockouts Tag Team Championships back. That's right, we want it. You've teased it on commentary. You know that we want it, so let's throw it in here. Let's get 4 teams together, shall we? And let's make a championship here, because we've got a division set and ready already. We can have Havoc and Neeva. We can have Kira Hogan and Tasha Steelz, who've arguably been a great team to this point. We've got Alicia Edwards and Susie, who've become good friends in Wrestle House because Kylie Ray is in the championship picture. So Susie could team with Alicia Edwards. And last but not least, yes, Johnny Bravo hasn't seemingly separated them in Wrestle House. Taya Valkyrie and Rosemary could be the 4th team in there. I want to see it. I think it would be great fun for the pay-per-view. It would be great to have those championships back. You've got a tag team division. People seem to be uniting together in this division. You've got all of these little combos going on. Let's bring back the Knockouts Tag Team Championships. If there's one match I want to be right of all of them, it's that one. But of course, I really think that that's fantasy booking and it's best towards the end there. But I've given you there, that's the match card, the predicted match card there. I don't think all of them are going to happen, I'll be brutally honest, but I'd like to see that. I think that would be a great solid card. I am quite confident on a few of the matches. I'm really hopeful on one or two of them because I think there would be solid picks for the event, but I want to now know what you think. What do you want to see at Bound for Glory? It can be as wild as you want as a prediction. This is a bit of fun, this video. That's all I'm going to say, and leave that there for you, because ultimately, we need to have fun in the wrestling community, and I think that this is a great event that's coming up. I think that it should hopefully be another one when Impact knocks it out of the park. They've been great at doing their pay-per-views, especially over the last couple of years. They've always put on solid shows time after time. So I think we're going to be going towards another one. I'm looking forward to seeing what the actual match card will be, and yes, before you ask, I will be telling you the match card as and when it's announced here on the channel. So keep things Impact, keep things SCW. I will be keeping you up to date with what is going on in Impact Wrestling up until Bound for Glory and beyond. But yeah, let me know your match card in the comments below. Please like and share this video. If you've got Impact friends, then let them know about the channel. Word of mouth goes a really long way. As I say, I'm grateful for any comments that are put into these videos as well. I'll see you next time. Remember, Ask SCW is available on the channel for you now, getting your thoughts, your questions in the wrestling community answered. As well as that, This Week in Wrestling is already available as well, and there'll be more videos coming up in the week. So yeah, keep an eye here on the channel, hit the bell so you know when a video is released, and I'll see you next time here on youtube.com. Take care, all the best, have yourselves a great day.